Hey kids, so I'm in my backyard and I wanted to show you how to use a post hole digger. If you've never done it before, if you're going to build a fence, you'll need this. And I don't need to build a fence, but I actually do need to dig, so I thought I'd just go ahead and um, show you how to use one if you've never done it before. But before I do that, I have a dad joke for you. So I can't seem to get my dog to stop digging. I think I'm gonna have to take the shovel away from him. Uh, so anyway, let's get started. Okay, so this is a post hole digger, right? It's got those two meaty pieces of metal on the end, shaped like a hole, right? So it makes it really easy, and all you do is just put it down in the ground, and then just work your way through it. It's fairly simple. One of the things you want to make sure you have gloves, because if you don't, if you haven't had a whole lot of experience working with a shovel or working with anything like this, you go, oh, I won't get any blisters, but believe me, by the time you get done doing a couple of these holes, you'll get blisters. So it's good to wear gloves, okay? And then another thing that's always helpful is I have this big metal bar. It's a pry bar, okay? And that helps, because if you hit rocks, it's really helpful to get that down in there too. So if you're going to be doing a lot of holes, I would suggest the post hole diggers, and then this pry bar too, because it'll make your life a lot easier, believe me. So okay, so I'm hoping that you can see me from up there, so you can actually see me doing it. Just wanted to put So this is, I mean, these are pretty old. I built my fence about 20, probably 20 years ago. So it's helpful to have these marks. They might actually come with these now, I don't know. But it tells you, so I want to get mine 24 inches deep, because I would buy a 8-foot long post, right? And then I want to get 2 feet down. So then the post would just stick out 6 feet, right? And so this is a nice little guide here, so I can see how deep it is, right? It actually shows, I have it at 18 inches, 20 inches, 22, and 24. I just marked that out so that as I'm going, I don't have to keep pulling out a tape measure, right? And I can just refer to that. So, all right, so let's go ahead. I think you can see me all right here. So you just pound it in to get yourself started. So this will be easier for you to see. I just wanted you to see from back what it's going to look like. So here we go. So now you just work it like that, turn it sideways, and you just pinch them together and drop it there, okay? Uh-oh. Sounds like we hit a rock already, like I mentioned. So now you just use your pry bar break that up, okay? And I try to make my hole fairly tight so that post just fits right down in there, and I have to use a whole lot of cement. Some people will make their hole pretty wide, but then you have to add a lot of cement for that. Sometimes if you're fighting a hole though, and you're fighting rocks, big rocks, you might have to work around them. So let's see here. Definitely hitting a rock. See if I can get that guy out of there. There's kind of rocks on both sides. Doesn't look like it's a big rock. Thankfully. There's one. There's one on the other side too. There's another one. Okay. rocks. Beautiful. It's always something, right? Let's keep going. See, this thing's pretty heavy, this bar, but sure makes it easy to get those rocks out of the way. Another one. Oh, I think it's another smaller. Okay. You just wiggle it back and forth, right? Okay. It's pretty good exercise. So. All right, I think I'm still hitting stuff. Even if you're not hitting stuff, you can use this to kind of break things up. Another big rock down there. Nice. I hit the jackpot on the rocks, I'm telling you. Okay. I think there's still a big guy down there. Remember when you're digging, always double check to make sure it's safe to dig. I did that in this case because we're talking about putting in some drainage back here. So I did double check to make sure I could dig, because you don't want to hit plumbing or wiring or anything like that, right? Electricity. I'm just definitely hitting some. But you see that marking there? So you can tell I need to get all the way to here. All right. As luck would have it, took me a while to get this one out of here. And this hole is just to show you kids. So anyway, I was breathing pretty heavy. But so this thing was basically lying right across that where I managed to pick for this hole. It's just a random hole, but you know, if you're trying to do a fence line, you got to power through these. So I figured I'd just go ahead and power through it. So anyway, beautiful thing. It's a nice feeling when you finally get it out of there. So hopefully I don't run into any more. Okay. I mean, moving this hole. Nope, gotta power through it. Okay, how close are we? We're down to 18. We just need 6 more inches. So let's see what we're gonna hit here. I don't think it's anything big. We'll see. It's a smaller guy. Yeah, we're getting there, okay. Okay, you can see that we're really close now. So you can see, so with my markings I need to get to there, right? So that's pretty much it. I think we've just about got it. I could have got a little bit more, but I think we're there. So you just got to power through some of those rocks. So anyway, uh, just kind of wanted to wrap up here. So that's all there is to it. It's a little bit of work. You know, you can rent tools, an auger that'll actually do this for you. If you got a ton to do, you know, might be worth your time. You know, they usually charge you a certain amount for 4 hours or a certain amount for the whole day. So if you're going to do that, make sure you're all set, right, with your layout and everything, so you're not wasting time when you actually rent it. You want to get the best use of the time when you go to rent it. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you, and thanks for watching, and God bless you.